Good Friday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine YouTube channel that I make videos on a daily basis, sharing my enthusiasm of cars and trucks and dogs and the rain. Hey, it's a Friday, rainy Friday day. Wow, look at that black Ram truck. Boy, did I do something stupid on that last fall. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on, puppies. Boy, I tell you what. Morning there, everybody. Got my Ford hat on this morning. Got my jacket. Doesn't even fit me. How stupid could I be, right? Doesn't even fit me because I don't have a good rain jacket. I can't find my light rain jacket. It just doesn't end as you progress in life. And look, Ram, Ford. Lots of Fords around here. And it's got power boost. Boy, did I feel stupid for what I did here like a month ago. If you're following my channel, I did all these tow reviews on my trailers, and on that power boost, I did that tow review, and dummy me, see this plug right here? Yeah, stupid me. No, Willow, get him back. Stupid me. This thing's got its own little charging station here. So I had this hooked up to my power boost, and I plugged in the charging system while the truck, no, come on, let's go, get off, while I was charging the trailer. Yeah, well, what I do to that, if you follow my channel, I ruined the damn battery. Come on, pups, come on, let's go. Hey, Scout, I knew this was happening. I knew if I didn't go to the barn, Scout, get in here. It turned into the routine. Right? Was I stupid for doing that? Yeah, all right. So here we are in the Mopar. Now we're in the Mopar world. What's this Ford doing here? What's the Ford thing doing here? I can't even get my act together this morning. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's raining. So the spring rains in March are here. I mean, literally the rains are here today and tomorrow. Sunday's supposed to be a beautiful sunny day, so that'll probably be a pretty good day for the car show. Probably a big meeting because it's supposed to be like 60s. I was been driving this yesterday, but now the rain coming in. I don't know. And there's the Hellcat red eye, the red eyes, right? The red eyes, which I mean, it's just incredible. It's so incredible how these cars. If I want to mod these cars, it's going to do everything that 170 Demon's going to do. If I want to mod the car, you're not going to walk me at the track with my mods. If I want to change some, things in that car, anybody's a muscle head, motorhead, they know you can take these cars and make them stupid, fast, crazy, but you got stupid people offering stupid money for the Demon 170 because they're just stupid. Yeah, I'll just say, she's saying, well, hearing the word stupid a lot. Yeah, you know what? That's the conversation this morning. It's about how stupid we are. Are we getting stupider? Stupidity. And all right, let me get it's warm, so no need to turn on the heat or anything. But I gotta take this little dinky jacket off because I'm just not that smart. And I get myself my spring jacket. Can't find it. I got winter jackets. We didn't have a winter. And so anyways, yeah, I just got thinking to myself this morning, let's talk about the stupid conversations. I mean, for us as individuals, anybody here that has cars or, is you as an individual, I mean, you've had that stupid moment. I mean, there's no way that you can tell me as an individual you haven't done something stupid. Now, and that's the challenge. Some people think they're above everybody else and they never do anything stupid. They're just so smart. I mean, who can associate with these people? I can't associate with them, that they're just so special. I mean, it's like, nope, I have no desire to hang out with you because you're just too special. You don't think you're stupid. You're stupid. Us human beings, we're stupid. We really are. And I just think to myself, just like I told you in that Ford Power Boost, I can't believe what I did. Plugged in a charging station on my, battery tender that's in that trailer, and I hooked up to my truck. And I really thought I did more damage to that truck than I actually did. Thank God it's only the 12-volt battery in that truck. Yeah, Ford. Yeah, does Ford look pretty stupid right now? Have you seen the latest? Ford is going to take probably a $3 billion loss for the EV agenda. EV chase the dream manufacturing. Wow. I mean, just, can you imagine? And you know what's incredible is a guy like Elon Musk, he's had a company that the stock went through the roof. Everybody's going to buy an electric car. But I know, I get it. Tesla's not a car company. I mean, I've heard this conversation a gazillion times. Tesla's not a car company. I mean, it's a computer company, right? And wow. So anyways, the keeping the car theme here abreast to the morning conversations of the stupidity of mankind that we're witnessing more than ever, especially in the car market. I'll be the first to raise my hand. I'm stupid to buy these freaking electric cars that their values have tanked. They really have. I mean, a year ago, be so lucky to get one. A year later, people don't want them. I mean, is anybody hearing this? I mean, here's J.D. Powers, J.D. Powers, analyst or whatever I read on the Wall Street Journal this morning, is the car market is getting ready to be on fire again. Are you hearing what I just said? The car market is supposedly getting ready to just go get full blown again. Yes, this is what the analysts are saying. Now that more inventory than ever is available again for the consumers are going to come back out in the droves and start buying cars and really start driving the volume way back up. Can anybody get a handle on how we've got banks that took your money that you deposited them and invested your money into the worst investments they could ever make and went broke with your money, and then the federal government turns around and prints all this money and gives them this money to so-called give your money back that they lost all of it. I mean, can anybody here really digest that? I mean, I don't think the average person, I really don't think the average person really is digesting how these banks have taken other people's monies and they've spent them and the money's poof, it's gone. I mean, does anybody get this? I really don't think the average person gets it. That's what I was saying yesterday. You're insolvent right now. And you're saying, like, why am I insolvent? If you have money tied up in these markets, in the banks, they're showing us that they don't know how to manage your money. And they become insolvent. So you're insolvent. It wasn't for the federal government just making up stories to not everybody freak out and take money out of these, banks and investment companies that are not managing your money properly. The market would be in turmoil like we've never seen. Yeah, right. It's just smoke and mirrors what these people are doing. So you're just stupid if you don't get what's going on. I mean, sincerely, you're stupid. But that seems to kind of be where we are in today's society. I think stupidity is actually rewarded more than ever. I mean, I really do. And some of you may be like, oh, you're just being really mean and nasty. I'm just telling you the way it is. If you look around where we are in today's society, I mean, first of all, the manufacturers are all caving to the green agenda people, and the politicians are taking advantage of the green agenda and to just empower them to have more control over big business. Somewhat, not really, but they think they do, and in some ways they do. But excuse me, just getting going this morning, and actually my GERD here yesterday and today really kind of calmed down. I found something out. I was taking zinc, like iron, supplement in my vitamins and stuff. Well, apparently zinc is like a big no-no in your dietary, GERD challenging issues. And so for me, it's crazy. It's like here this past 3, 4, 5 days, I kind of got off the beaten subject here, but it's embarrassing when you cough when you're, talking to people on your YouTube channel. But anyways, yeah, it's just crazy and how since I've kind of eliminated zinc out of my supplements, and it just seems like my GERD thing is really kind of calmed down. But we'll see as time progresses. Just that stuff cycles. But good news is, like last night, I didn't cough, have that constant clearing the throat, or anything. So it's been a really good day for me. So another individual reached out and gave some ideas, which I appreciate that for if he's watching my channel. But anyway, so the stupidity that's upon us is beyond believable because these politicians are all for the green agenda. And the big business guys in the automotive world, they're all about the new green agenda because electric vehicles are all going that way. But we're seeing the amount of money that's being spent at our expense, meaning you as a ICE person, you're contributing to the the green agenda's movement because of the amount of money we're spending for these ICE vehicles. And even the big automotive guys are even saying that they'll admit that the ICE cars are supplementing them big time to try to get the green vehicle movement and transfer the manufacturing and in the whole, anybody here watching my channel, you get what the automotive industry is having to do. They're having to re-engineer their whole infrastructure to be able to bring these electric vehicles in the masses to the consumers. But I think that these idiotic CEOs don't want to stand up to these idiotic green agenda, stupid people thinking they know the end of the world and challenge these individuals on their radical ways. I mean, but for us as individuals owning our own cars, I mean, who hasn't done something stupid in your own world of owning your own car? Who hasn't made a mistake of putting the wrong fuel in your gas tank? Like, I've heard stories. My brother did it. He went to the gas station. This is back in 1984, 83. And he was so pissed off. He pulled up his truck. He goes up the road. Starts smoking. The truck's backfiring. So he drives right back to the gas station to just really get into the gas station guys that you sold me bad fuel. And then at the last second, before he starts running his mouth, he realized he put diesel in his gasoline truck. Who hasn't done that? Yeah, my daughter, she filled up her dirt bike with diesel here years back, and she was in tears because her bike was going through the yard and it stopped running. And then I had to go down there and try to get started, and I opened up the gas tank, and I look in there, and I'm like, where did you get this fuel? And she points at the tank, my diesel tank on my property. I'm like, you just filled it up with diesel, right? Stupid me for letting her fill it up, right? Or stupid me not letting her know that that's a diesel tank for a gas tank. I thought I told her that, but us as individuals, who has been driving down the road, you've made a stupid maneuver where you scratched your car or hit the curb or you cut somebody off, and you really don't mean to cut them off, but you pissed the hell out of them, or you backed into something. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Us individual cars, if you haven't done something stupid with your car, then who hasn't got a speeding ticket? Who hasn't been going down the road like, wow, this is such a great day, and you're just getting into it, and then you're just thinking, how freaking stupid was I to do that? And then you try to talk your way out of that with a cop. Yeah, if you know him personally, maybe. Even today's world, I don't even know about that anymore. So the stupidity around us, it just seems to be at an all-time high. Like never seen in my lifetime. I mean, guys want to be women to go compete in women's sports. So they grow themselves some boobs and they qualify now to be a girl. I mean, it's beyond believable that we're witnessing men wanting to become women only to compete in women's sports. And then the women's sports accepts these individuals to be able to play in their sport. And then they wonder why this guy with boobs and, ponytails and painted, toenails and painted fingers shows up with lipstick on his face. And now, this it gets to compete against women, and that's fair. I mean, and you'll have people on my YouTube show right now that would watch me like, oh, that is so mean. That's so mean that you're, disparaging. You're making rude No. Hey, go do all your things to your own body you want to do. Go have fun. But don't go, to abuse the situation where now you can go in the girls' room and spy on the women because you really do like women, but you want to look like a woman so you can escape into their women's room and watch what they do and then play in their sports. And the list goes on and on and on and on. I mean, this is acceptable. It's stupidity. You have sitting body individuals in our school systems and our governing bodies that allow this stupidity beyond believable of how stupid people are, that what we're witnessing today more than ever by the select few that think this is all okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, just, yeah, so the cars, what car have you bought and you thought to yourself, that was a stupid decision? Well, I just told you mine. But you know what? At the same time, I mentioned this yesterday. If we ever have a major oil crisis, fuel crisis here, because of some stupid governing bodies don't pay attention to the terrorists are here on our turf in this country that are probably planning to undermine us in many different ways that we're not cognizant of at this moment because it hasn't happened yet, but probably will. And yeah, so all of a sudden, if you can't go to the gas station and get fuel, or you got to wait hours and hours to get fuel, and I sit here and can power my truck and my car up, what do you think the value of those things are? There's no doubt in my mind. The value's going to go through the roof. There's the value. But then do I part with them? I mean, because I've got a business that I got to run around and maintain and take care of things. I can't be stuck at the gas station. I mean, years ago, I used to have I still do. I have two 550-gallon fuel tanks on my property here, above ground tanks. I used to have basically 1,100 gallons of backup fuel on my property. I had that for years and years for the what if factor. If we ever have a fuel shortage, I can get up and down the road still. I mean, but now I've got electric vehicles, so in so many aspects, I'm like, I don't know. Where are we in today's world with China and Russia? They're meddling with one another. I mean, I think that relationship's a shaky relationship. But it's obvious they don't like America. I mean, it's obvious Russia doesn't. I mean, how stupid are we? How stupid were we to let, the Putin man invade Ukraine and think that he's not going to go all out to take that territory? And how stupid all these governing bodies of political figures, even businesses. I can't believe in big business didn't really, raise their hand and really question the authority of these the power to be of the governing bodies in our world to challenge them and what's going to play out. It's going to create inflation and shortage of supplies, and the list goes on and on and on. I mean, where is the leadership in this country? I mean, sincerely, where are the leaders that don't follow the stupid policies? Where are the people? And yes, I know Ron DeSantis. I think he's a good guy. Trump definitely opposes a lot of these things that we're talking about. So he's a leader with all the damn drama that goes with it. That's the only thing with Donald Trump with me. It's all the freaking drama. It's just never any drama. Why is that guy just, I know the media rats it up, but Jesus Christ. And I know the media digs everything up, but he just seems to play right to the tune to keep that drama going, right? So the stupidity of you buying a car, and then how do you feel when you go to the car dealership? And I've had this happen. And you negotiate a deal, and from the time you're in the front end of the business, meaning you're in the sales room, with the salesperson, and you're at the sales desk, and you come to an agreement on a price of a car, and then by the time you get in the back end, the finance side, the numbers have changed. And then you think to yourself, wow, these people think I'm just stupid. Who has not had that happen? That is huge in the automotive world. And that's why car dealerships get so tarnished from so many individuals, because they think that they're treated as they're stupid. You go into a car dealership, especially like women, they're intimidated, especially when it comes in the service end. Women, I witness this stuff. I'm around automotive shops and businesses and dealerships, and I witness where you see how they'll take advantage of what a person will perceive that that person is just stupid and they don't understand, and they just then, oh, you need this for your car to be done, you need that for your car to be done, and it really doesn't, but it's just a profit center where they intentionally take advantage of your stupidity. I mean, sincerely, that's a big problem for the women, and I'm not saying men don't have the same thing happen to them, but for women, I feel for sure that they're intimidated going to a car dealership when it comes to the service side, that they'll feel like they'll be treated as a stupid individual. I mean, who doesn't feel that way? And that's a big problem in the automotive purchasing, automotive service side. And for any dealership out there that really recognizes this, then you should really, I'm sure they do. They try to go out of their way, probably have a female service writer. Hey, how many female service technicians are in these shops? You ever thought about that? Why? Why is that? Is it the male dominance that thinks that the woman is stupid and they don't know how to do what they do? I mean, but it isn't pushed. It isn't pushed in the trade schools, and more than ever, they're talking about how the plumbers, electricians, mechanical, skilled people. These people are disappearing in the droves, and that's where the money is. I mean, sadly, we've all were taught, even for me, borderline, kind of even back in the 80s, about the computer age. And, you want to be the computer age person. But, yeah, you can still be the computer age person with technology and everything. But having a trade, a skill of being a welder, the people say, yeah, but robots do that. And, I mean, I hear these stories all the time. It's like you're still going to need people to go around and take care of the elderly. You still need people to go around to somebody's house and fix the plumbing and the electrical. The robots showing up. It ain't happening no time soon. That's all this pipe dream that people get caught up in their own little world. And, oh, yes, a robot will be showing up to my house to do all this work for me. It's like, just keep on smoking your pot. Like I said, I think society. Oh, here's something. This is really interesting. More and more businesses are getting more aggressive on. They really think the productivity is not up to the par of being in the office. More and more businesses are starting to raise their hand and going, this remote working, this is not really the best business model. It just isn't the best business model. Remember how I spoke here like a week or so ago, how I feel that there's a percentage of people that remotely work that are smoking pot or doing their drugs, and they don't have to go to work, and you're not going to be able to figure that out behind a screen without having to see this person, in front of a live camera, a webcam, Zoom, or whatever it may be. This person can be doing their hits and working throughout the day on their ups and downs, and you're not going to really be able to figure that out so much if they kind of keep their productivity within reason. And that's why I think a lot of these people are like, I ain't going back to office. There's no way, because my now home habits of me getting to do everything I want to do to screw around on my time and the employer's time, I'm getting paid to have my fun time, I'm not going to change. But I think it's going to be a rude awakening. I think a lot of these businesses are going to finally come to closure, realize this home, unseen activities, what these people do half the day, what are they doing? I know there's these keyboard strokes, this, that. They can put cameras. I get all that. But at the same time, I think that this remote working, just the interaction with others, it just isn't a great, I don't think it's a great idea. I think that in some applications, yeah, remote working is a good thing. But I think in many applications, no. I think people need to get back together and be with each other and have that environment as a group. And meanwhile, it's just destroy the infrastructure of the metros and the commercial properties. I mean, how stupid can we be, right? I mean, we're living in stupid times because of stupid policies and stupid agendas. But for you as an individual, you're paying dearly. You're paying dearly for the stupidity of these leaders in our country that is making everything so much more expensive and uncomfortable. The district attorneys are so freaking stupid that they're letting criminals walk the streets. And in fact, here's a January 6th young girl, 24 years old, and she just got 3 years of prison time. She was brought into jail November last year, and she apparently went to Nancy Pelosi's office and took her laptop. So that was pretty stupid, right? But at the same time, she was caught up in the movement, and so you're dealing with the Fed. You're dealing with the Fed guys. So you're just not going to walk out of the. You're not going to get. You start screwing with the Fed people. You got a long. You're going to have a challenge. You're dealing with the big person, so you're just stupid if you think you're going to go do something to a high-powered person and there's not going to be recourse. I mean, you're just stupid. So for all these January 6 people that were, in so many ways, people think they were invited in, whatever, the stupidity among us. But here's the thing. I think to myself, the January 6th moment, to me, was a reflection of so many people felt that the election was stolen, and that was the main, theater of Donald Trump, that the election. And here's the thing. You go back to election day, election night, and what's incredible, I was on a car forum where I told everybody Donald Trump wouldn't win the election. And I got tarnished. This created a huge, following this forum, this thread that I created of Donald Trump won't win the election. Joe Biden will. Because there was no doubt in my mind the Democratic Party hated this guy so much that they were doing everything. I was telling you yesterday, and it's mentioned many times, if you want to win, and you want to win at any cost, the Democratic Party is the party you vote for, because they will do anything at any cost I give them credit. I mean, here for a Democratic person, I don't know if many would watch my channel because I sometimes come across as too harsh against them, but I will give you credit as a Democratic individual. You have a heck of a party that knows how to fight tooth and nail and never give up until they accomplish what they want to accomplish. I mean, they really do. The Conservative Party, they're a bunch of little babies in so many ways. The Conservatives, they just turn their head and walk away. The Democrats don't do that. So that's why Joe Biden's in office. And I felt so strongly that they're going to undermine Donald Trump. And here's the thing. So many people felt from Donald Trump's message, it was beyond believable that the country would vote for a guy named Joe Biden. I mean, does anyone remember when Joe Biden was the second man in hand with Barack Obama? Wasn't the true impression of Joe Biden of just being stupid, being just an idiot? A guy just didn't know how to. He was looked at very, incompetent. Yeah. Does anybody remember that when Barack Obama and Joe Biden was a VP, on how Joe Biden was always looked at as just kind of like, idiotic, stupid individual? And so to think you as an individual, and this is what drove the divisions of our country more than ever in modern times, to think that the people of this country voted that guy in, most of the conservatives thought there's no way possible there could be that many stupid people to vote in a guy named Joe Biden. That's where, but at the same time, the Democratic Party preached for many, many years they couldn't believe how stupid us conservatives were to vote a guy named Donald Trump into office. But I think what fueled everything for the January 6th, presence, that Donald Trump helped bring that, anger to the presence of those people, was that the individuals felt that they couldn't believe that this country's that stupid to elect a guy named Joe Biden. And there's no way that the election numbers are accurate. As we know, we know the Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia. You can go through the key states that decided the election. And so many just couldn't believe it. They just felt like there's no way that there's that many stupid people that would vote for a guy Joe Biden. But at the same time, if you kind of turned around, these individuals now looked like the stupid ones that showed up on January 6th that walked into what many feel was a trap to shut them up on not wanting to accept that Joe Biden's the man, and for your action, you're going to be tarnished and you're going to be imprisoned for you not, accepting of what came to be of Joe Biden being elected the president of this country. But boy, I tell you what, for anybody here, can anybody really not agree that what a stupid decision it was to vote Joe Biden into office? I mean, sincerely, I don't care what party you are. Can you honestly think that this guy's policies and the agendas are making this country better? I mean, that's what I was saying from the get-go here of the Car Morning Conversations is the stupidity of what is around us is beyond believable. The gas stoves. Apparently, they're going to start banning all these gas stoves. Yeah, have you heard that? Apparently, the new governor that replaced Hogan in the state of Maryland, he is moving the date up to 2030. I don't know. I haven't read this. I heard it from one of my customers that he's trying to get legislation passed where they're going to ban the sale of any new ICE vehicle in the state of Maryland by 2030. Wow. For what? What is that? There's still going to be a gazillion ICE vehicles on the roads. It blows me away that these individuals they're They're stupid. They don't understand it. Not everybody here is going to dump their gas cars or electric cars. I mean, why does this governing body and all these automotive industry think that everybody is just going to part with their gasoline cars to have an electric vehicle and they're going to be happier? I mean, sincerely, why? What is the stupidity of that thought process? I mean, for me, got a timeout here, and I mean, just wow, and so here's another thing to think about too, is in so many aspects. Here's the January 6th participants that felt like they were lied to, and that people claim that Trump lied to them, and Trump tells lies, and these people are being tarnished like never seen before. But yet we have a green agenda. We have a green agenda that is lying to us. I mean, think this through. Does it make any sense that right now, when it comes to political powers and the individuals in this country that don't believe that the governing bodies are being truthful to them of what's going on, and they get away with it? The green agenda is telling people what it's going to play out, and they get away with it, but they're never sent to prison. They're for the amount of money that's being spent right now for the green agenda is beyond believable. The Inflation Reduction Act, that should tell you everything right there of what amount of money is being subsidized to get the green agenda of this country moving, where it's going to be incredibly expensive. So you just think to yourself, the stupidity of mankind in this country is here more than ever. I mean, the scholastic scores are being lowered to appease the black people. I mean, is that correct? That schools, you can't be a winner. You can't be like an individual can be the winner. I mean, how stupid is this? How stupid is it that we're lowering the standards of our education skills, and we're lowering our standards of in like youth sports? You can't be the number one winner. Everybody has to be a winner. I mean, this has been going on for years, right? I mean, is that just stupid, beyond stupid, that it's not okay for you to show others how to be bigger and better by your work ethics, working harder, studying harder? I mean, it's just beyond. And now here, I'm reading an article this morning about out there in the Twin Cities that the metro system's so not used anymore that it's the drug haven. It's the drug dealers, I should say the drug users, and the homeless apparently now live on the metro system and do all their antics on the metro, and people just look the other way. And so now if you want to go ride the metro in the Twin Cities, you're going to be in the meth lab or all the drug users. You're going to be hanging out with the people that, they have challenges in this world, and they're using now the metro to appease their ways to be able to live their lifestyle, like the needles in the park in San Francisco. The Asians are giving the Democrats fair warning that they're about done with them because of their policies and how Asians are being targeted, and how the Asian community is not going to vote for Democrat Party anymore because of their terrible policies. Yeah, right, because and that's what you say to yourself. The politicians, I believe, look at you and say, you're just stupid. I'm going to tell you everything you want to hear, but it won't play out the way you think it's going to play out. But you're just stupid because you're just vote for me. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to me? I mean, that's kind of where we are in today's society. Oh, my goodness, the stupidity among us, right? I mean, just incredible. There's one other thing I was wanting to bring up. And so much information, just to kind of talk about things. And to me, the other thing I think about is the most recent times is the COVID, the stupidity of the governing bodies that ran people out of business. And now this guy Fauci. I mean, does anybody really believe this guy? Does anybody really believe what this guy says? I mean, do you feel like that guy, for the most part, thinks you and I are just stupid? I mean, did anybody see, if you go to Twitter, you can look it up, you can see where Fauci and his associates went downtown in D.C. and started knocking on doors to push you to get a vaccine. Oh, it's classic. There's a black gentleman, older gentleman, probably about my age, and he walks out the front door with Fauci standing in front of him, and he's like, I'm not taking the vaccine. I don't trust this vaccine. This vaccine, and Fauci's sitting there pushing, oh no, it's good, it's fine, it's this and that, and the gentleman is saying, I'm sorry, sir, I don't believe that this vaccine's safe, and I don't want to take it, and I don't like you trying to tell me what for me to take and not to take in so many words. And he keeps on talking, and Fauci keeps on, oh, you need to take this vaccine to save mankind. Then this other woman next to Fauci goes, yeah, you need to take the vaccine, because you take the vaccine and the virus won't spread. Point blank lie. So the gentleman goes, what? And the lady goes, yeah, you need to take the vaccine because you're doing a disservice to the community because you're not vaccinated. And he's like, why is that? And she's like, because if you take the vaccine, then you won't transmit the virus to anybody else. And he's like, I don't know about that. I haven't heard that. So great video of this gentleman standing his ground and basically looking at Fauci and going, you just think I'm stupid, don't you? I'm not stupid. And that's what's really sad about where we're in today's society is the governing bodies are trying to say the white guy versus the black guy and the Asian guy versus this guy. I mean, it's just, and so, no, it doesn't matter what you look like. It's all up here. I mean, I run into so many people. It's like, I don't care what you look like. What it's all about is right here. Who doesn't just love interacting with people that have it up here? They have it up here. And they don't have the look. I mean, the Hollywood people are the worst. They're all pretty, but they're stupid as all get out. I mean, sincerely. What entertainer in Hollywood doesn't start running their mouth and you just shake your head like you are so clueless? Go back to your partying, smoking your dope, having sex, and spending all your money, and you don't do nothing all day long. And then you get to be in a video or a movie, and you make all your money, and there you go. And then you go just screw off the whole time. Wait, it's just a Kardashian family? What happened to Bruce? What's the guy's name? Bruce Jenner? Caitlyn? Where's he? Where's Caitlyn? I haven't heard much from Caitlyn lately. Yeah, wow. Yeah, for Bruce Jenner, for me. And here's a really sad one on Dr. Phil. Oh my gosh, how could you even do it? Why? How stupid are you? If you had a son that converted into being a daughter, and you were invited on Dr. Phil to talk this out in front of the public audience, would you do it? It was beyond believable. Dr. Phil invites his father, that's like my age, and his son had to be 20 years old, 25 years old. I would say definitely 20 years old, and he's dressed up as a girl because he's doing his transgender thing. And the father's in tears. Just that his son, has decided to become a woman, and he's just you can't, as a father, you just can't. You just can't come to closure of what happened. You won't ever be able to figure that out. I mean, so that's, that's the stupidity of mankind. Will you ever be able to digest that when your kid wants to change? And hey, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, or if you ever watch my channel and your kid's done all this, God bless you. If you can get through all these times and you think that's what works for them, and yeah, I'm not here to call you out. I'm just saying as an individual for myself, how you can come to closure on, you can think that process through and feel like that's the right answer. Thinking about, talking about my girls, my daughter's supposed to be in here to start working. Where is she? She's late. Right. And so, wow, the stupidity of this country. But the reason it is because we have stupid politicians and stupid leaders that are supporting the stupidity. I mean, that's how stupid are you? I mean, and then we have now artificial intelligence, the generative pre-trained transformer, because you're too stupid to figure things out on your own, because you can't go dig it up on your own and read it yourself. You got to ask a computer to tell you what to think, right? I mean, that's where we are. All right, everybody. Hey, hope you enjoyed the stupidity conversation, right? Don't take it personally. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying that us as humans, we're stupid. What about the Egyptian pyramids? So what's Elon Musk's theory on that? That the aliens built them? Isn't that his theory? Have you ever watched that video? I think Elon, I haven't really watched it, but I just did on the service. I think Elon believes that the pyramids were built by the aliens. He's looking for his aliens. He wants to go to Mars, man. I mean, that's Elon Musk's goal, is to go live on Mars. Isn't that something? Yeah, crazy times. How stupid could that be, right? No, I don't know. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching my video. What are we up to today? What are we doing? Raining. So rainy, and it's just a lousy day. And I did so much work yesterday to make it so I didn't work today. But then the phone rang. Can't believe it. So I got to go drive around this freaking ass rain and soaking wet day. But anyways, hey, thanks for watching. Long video. Appreciate everybody's support. I really do. Appreciate the nice comments. And I really do appreciate the select few that really reach out. Like, keep it going, man. I like your channel. I really do appreciate that. That helps things out a lot. I feel like I'm doing something. And if those people really enjoy my channel, then yeah. If I hear that more than the other, then yeah. Keep it going. Hey, God bless. Stay safe and stay tuned.